And we are back. An outstanding in-person episode, Square Table Degenerates, fresh off the comedy extravaganza. What's the word? Extravaganza down at the Funny Fucking Bone, bro. We got Clinton James live in studio. What's up, buddy? How you feeling today, man?
What's up, man? Joe, nice to be here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to the world of YouTube, bro. This is all digital. This is my realm right here. Our boy Dave, he knows the people out there in the comedy world. Boy Joey Edibles, this is my realm. I'm the beast out there and shit. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get that shit. It's so easy because, like, I mean, you're just talking to a camera and it's it. Not that, you know, there's a difference. There's a difference because, like, when you're on stage, you're up there, you got to find something to look at. Here, you just fucking whatever. And when you're sitting down, you're smoking, it's so much easier. You know what I mean?
Oh, me.
That's why it's like we were just talking. He got here about 5-10 minutes ago. We was talking before he turned the camera on about, you know, how anybody can be funny. There's a lot of funny fucking people out there. Everybody watching this probably knows 10, 15, 20 funny fucking people, right? And it takes a lot to hustle that business and get people to pay to see you, you know? We were just talking about Kevin Hart. Yeah, Kevin Hart's, you know, is he funny? Debatable. Motherfucker selling all stadiums, you know? And if you just say you got 58,000 people there, there's no way out of 58,000 people you're not going to make at least, 5,000 of them laugh? You can just fucking go up there and start making fart noises and they'll start fucking laughing. I mean, if you think about Larry the Cable Guy, Clint, that was his whole act. What did he really do? You know, get her done, yeah. He was funny though. He had some funny shit.
And he had his niche, the cable guy. That was kind of cool. You know what I mean? To go up there and, you know, from a cable guy to a comedy guy. As a cable guy, you definitely probably see some funny shit, man.
That's crazy, man. We got Doofer checking in. What's up, Doofus from the UK? He says, welcome to the STD family. Hell yeah. It sounds crazy if you don't know what the show's called, right? Fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you from, bro?
From Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised.
What streets ish? Give me a neighborhood.
So I grew up in the Lakeshore, and then when I got about 15, I moved to Euclid.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been out Euclid pretty much my whole life.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh shit, so you're way young. My Euclid knowledge goes. I haven't been to Euclid in a fucking minute.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
Man.
You know, you see more Euclid police now than you used to back in the day.
I got a funny Euclid. Last time I was at Euclid was probably 92, 93-ish. And so do you remember a case? Do you remember the Mary Jo Pescio murder case back in 1996?
That was out of Euclid?
No, there's a guy out there I partied with in Euclid. Do you remember that case though? Where the two guys kidnapped the girl, the Mary J. Pescio, and fucking raped her with the gun and fucking killed her. Shit, you remember that?
I think I heard of it. God damn.
There was this. I know it's a hard introduction, but one of my Euclid memories, dude. Me and I was drinking. That was like 15, bro. I was like 1992, 93. Oh, yeah. I was drinking. I think we probably stole the vodka from the fucking ref girl, but it was like Stolies or one of those fucking plastic bottle vodkas. Yeah, low proof shit. It was me, my buddy Sam, one other guy, and this dude Shannon Kidd. He was in that posse. It was him and Mark DeMarco kidnapped Mary Jo Pescio. Mm-hmm. And Mark DeMarco hung himself in prison. Shannon's kid's still in jail to this day. Then 35 to life. Probably got fucking another 8 years and get probation on that.
The motherfucker that did it?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
If he gets out, I mean, I have no idea. He could be fucking a regular. I mean, back then, I had no clue he was a murderer. I didn't. I mean, there's another guy. Talking about murders, you know, it's funny as hell. But there was this guy who grew up a street over from me. His name was Michael Jordan. There's no shit. His name was Michael Jordan. And he went to a Papa John's in 1997 and fucking, you know, was going to rob it at gunpoint. The chick smiled, blew her away. He's doing 30 to life. He should get out in 2029, I think.
You said he used to live next door to you?
Well, no, he was like a street over. I grew up on West Boulevard in Elmira, right in Cleveland. If you know where the big church is if you're going 90 east, you get the Lorraine West Boulevard exit. Yeah. It's kind of right off there, about 5 blocks the other way, 5 blocks south. But I was on Elmira and he was on Bernard, the street over. So like I deliver newspapers to him, and he would come to my house and stuff like that.
Did you ever see animals in his house and then never seen them again?
No, it wasn't like that. My mom were actually good friends. I knew his dad. His dad was a boxer back in the day. I think he boxed one of the guys that boxed Tyson early on. But yeah, he was. I mean, it didn't seem to be that bad. I didn't know fucking. No, I gotta get caught up on
and you know what? That's the thing about crazy. You never really know who the hell is crazy. Like, you know, you would think crazy have a look, and then you get on the news and see some faces, be like, damn, you did that?
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's people out there who probably don't even know how crazy I am. Who knows?
Joey edible. I knew you was crazy when you tried to give me that edible. It was 800 milligrams. Who was taking?
Yeah, Mr. Clinton denied the edibles and the thing. I mean, I'm sure if if I'm ever packing the stadium or he's ever packing the stadium, or we're both packing the stadium, 100% he's gonna tell that story in front of fucking 58,000 people.
You know what made me think though. I threw that bitch out the window on the freeway, and I'm pretty sure I killed a deer that ate that bitch.
I was gonna do that once. I had fucking I had these old ass edibles, and I was thinking, man, there's a bunch of deer on here. I want to get high, but then it's like if I got the deer high and then they get put down, I'm gonna feel bad, So I didn't do it. Yeah. All right, we got livestock from the UK. What's up, livestock? How you doing? Mustangs in the house. Pete, what's up, buddy? Sorry, I go through these fast. We got Sean in the building. What's going on, brother? Yeah, we got a lot of followers, man. Ireland. Allie is in the house. What's up, Allie? How you doing? We got James Neutron. What's up, buddy? What else we got? I think that's about it. Captain says not much comedy in a murder rape story. I don't know. I mean, it's I guess technically there is nothing funny about rape or murder, but I mean, it's ironic that I knew these. This is saying, like, you can't predict crazy. You don't know these guys. I mean, now that we're older, I mean, Clinton's 31, so it's like I say that we're older. I'm talking relatively, but like now that I'm older, I mean, I've known people for 30, 40 years. I mean, if after 30, 40 years somebody snaps his dedication to the craft, I'm going to admire it at that point because they're probably gonna have a movie. Like nobody's gonna fool you that long. But like when you're younger, you know what I mean? You're in high school, you guys trying to impress chicks and shit. Like, oh, these girls are impressed by serial killers. You know what sounds good? You know what I mean? It's not a good way to think about it. And that's how, and these chicks are like that too. It's like they're all attracted to these serial killers. Think about it. How many chicks that say, oh, I love, and all I do is watch the first 48 and all this crap.
I know a couple that always watch them serial killers.
Those are the ones you're going to watch out for because it's like, why are you attracted to a serial killer? It makes no sense. This guy goes out there and cold fucking blood killing people, stabbing people, maybe, methodically dismembers people, puts body parts, different fields and shit, wasting hundreds of hours of man time, and you're attracted to this guy?
That's wild.
Right.
It's crazy work.
Fuck.
Some of them documentaries do be interesting though.
Oh well, they put their twist on it. I'm sure it's more boring when you're really into it. Yeah. Like we had an investigation that it went on for a long time. Yeah, they'll show you the 6 weeks of people going, oh wow, it's a Sergeant Brown at the Clayton Place Department. Do you have any information about it? They don't show all that bullshit, dude. No way, man. Fuck.
Imagine growing up like in the 90s and the 80s too, man, without street cameras and shit. You can live in that crazy motherfucker, and nobody just know.
Dude, it was a wild time. I used to just roll around and drink beer. When I say roll around and drink beer, I would literally go to the store. It was a $5 I would spend. I get $5. And you could buy 2 40s of St. Ides and a box of Marlboro Reds for $5. After tax, they would sell it to me when I was 16. I didn't give a fuck. I would roll around and drink this beer. I would literally just drive around and drink St. Ides. That's fucking, dude, St. Ides like 8.3%. This is insane. I don't know what I was doing. How I didn't die back in the mid-90s was crazy. Like, and I got the only time I was busted in high school was graduation. Because like I drove down there, it was me and my buddy Hernan. And we had we stopped. We went to school at Central Catholic. Back then they had a campus on the west side and one in Foreman. But back then we used to do from the west side. So we lived in the west side, Cleveland. And our graduation was over at John Carroll over there on the University Circle. And I was fucking lit, dude. I'm a striking 4-4. I'm surprised Hernan she let me drive. Oh fuck, I gotta get a car with me. But we were driving over there and I was like, man, I smell like beer. I gotta get something to eat. So I went to the Burger King. I want to see what's on Broadway, where the Burger King on Broadway is. I don't even know if it's still there anymore. And I got this, I get the Whopper, and I was getting extra mayonnaise on that fucking thing, right? Yeah. So I hit into the Whopper, and the mayonnaise went splashed all the way down my graduation gown, bro. And I whatever napkins I had, just tried to smear it in. Yeah. And I get there, and I just pull off. I'm drunk by that point. I just start fucking drinking beer in the parking lot. Everybody in their family could watch me and shit the entire line. Fucking dudes in line laughing and shit. I get in the line, the assistant principal's like, God, Joe, you're drunk. Come with me. I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, yes, you are. I was like, fine. And I just went. I didn't get to walk across the stage. Still got my diploma the next day, though.
That's all that matters, man.
Right. I've gotten away with so much stuff when it comes to that, man.
That Whopper is damn sure more useful in the real world than that fucking diploma.
Back then, they're 99 cents, man, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. You know what's crazy? I was just talking to somebody about that. It's no more dollar menu. Like, these kids today would never understand what you could do with $5 at McDonald's or Burger King. Good times. Or at the store. $1, a bag of chips, a drink. Man, you could ball out back in the day, man.
Dude, I get so much stuff. But even in college, when I went to college a little later because I graduated in 95, so I didn't go to college till I was about 23. 23, 28, I got my degree down there. The first couple years were at Tri-C. Then I went down to Kent. That's all I ate was when I was down there. You know, I was a broke college student. Yeah. Was I broke? Broke? Not really, but I was like broke because like I would drink a lot. But like, yeah, you just go get a meal. I fucking McChicken and a McDouble. Or back then, we used to eat McDouble. It was a double cheeseburger. You know, boom, off the dollar menu. And that's $2 you can eat. Now, $2, what are you going to get? Half a fry if you got the app?
Right. I want to make off what you just said about college at 23. In my opinion, I think that's, in my opinion, that's probably a better time to go to college because a lot of times at 18, if we being honest, we don't really know what we want to do.
You don't know at all.
And a lot of times it's really your parents forcing you to go. You know what I'm saying? And all that societal pressure. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you're in college, man, it's expensive and you are wasting money. And Uncle Sam is going to come to collect. There's no such thing as putting that in deferred. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So I would say, man, anybody out there listens that's a little younger than me and Joey, man, if you're 18, 19, man, if you don't want to go to college, look at the trade schools. But if you do want to go to college, wait a minute if you're not ready, man, because adding up debt is just not cool.
100%, dude. I mean, it's like, well, back when I first started, I was in the Guard, the Air National Guard from 95. This guy was signing right out of high school. And I had trouble with weight, too. It was rough. My whole career, I struggled with the weight. I mean, I'm not fat, but like according to military standards, like they do this waist circumference thing and it had to be under 39 inches. It was a hot mess. You know, when you're a bigger guy.
How long was you in the military?
20 years. I did 20 years in the Guard.
Damn.
Did 95 to 2015. I did a bunch of random trips here or there. I was in Iraq for 5 months. That was a voluntary. I didn't go one place to get involuntary. Yeah. I bullied them fuckers to exactly where I wanted to go. Because every year we get a couple trips. You get a sheet, the list of summer camps. You call them summer camps. They call it annual training. 2 weeks in the summer, you go somewhere. The first year, I remember, we had some banger trips that first year. 97, we had England. We had we had Norfolk, England. I think Alaska and Hawaii. It was banger trips.
Is you married again?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was about to ask you about the women overseas, man, but I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, fuck, back then. I didn't get married until I got married in 07. No, wait, no. 09. I got married.
So little Joey's in Thailand.
Nah, fuck, dude. Oh, dude, I was joking with something about this earlier. It's like back in the day, I wasn't suave, man. I couldn't talk to these broads. I had no clue. Up until Well, I was in Arizona in 07, and I had a mustache. I had a mustache. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I had a mustache. And I got the laser surgery, so I lost the glasses. And then, like, maybe a month after that, I shaved the mustache. And that's when life went up a little bit. Well, it was like fucking. I was married in 3 years. Like 10 years, 12 years to 13 years of struggling, and fucking boom. Since I do a couple things, boom, fucking chicks are wanting to get married and shit.
95 to 2015. I mean, you was in there when the stuff was really popping off, though.
Yeah, 9/11 was crazy.
Yeah, I'll never forget that day. All I knew was I got out of school early, but goddamn, that shit was crazy.
I was 20. Let's see, we're 76, so 20. 24 maybe 24ish, about to turn 25, and I was in the Guard at the time. I remember because we had that drill. We had Guard that was on a Tuesday, if you remember. And the September 9th and 8th, we had Guard drill that weekend. And I'll never forget because the Browns were playing the Seahawks. It's opening weekend, and we lost like 9-6. It was a shitty game. But like the night before in Monday Night Football, Christian McCaffrey's dad, he broke his leg on Monday Night Football. And then I was in college at the time. I was at Tri-C. And I woke up. I was living with my buddy Chris Kramer. We live in a place on 105th and Thrush, right there across from convenient and the old Steve's Pizza. Yeah. And I remember we were just turning on. We saw this stuff going on, and I think we saw the second plane hit live. And we knew Ken was going after a little bit because we had a big TV we were watching on. And I went into class, and they had canceling classes, and everybody go home on Saturday. So we went home. I had to work at 3 because I was a security guard, so I just went to work, and I was just watching all the news all day. I remember seeing when they got the first footage of the first plane hitting. They're filming. They're like, oh shit! They're filming with the one ladder company or whatever, fireman.
That shit was a wild time.
Yeah, it opened up though, dude. I'll tell you what, man. It's whenever a guy closes the door, he opens the window. Man, I got so much money because of shit like that. That's when I really started doing stuff because like that's when they started deploying troops and they were just throwing money and stuff, just tossing money at missions, man. Then like 06, people talk about the border now. This is back in 06, they're doing border stuff. They just President Bush had Operation Jumpstart. We're down at they had like 3-4 different sectors. There was like Tucson sector, Yuma sector. There was one in California and one in New Mexico. There was one in Texas. And we were just going down there fortifying the border. But it wasn't like attacking. You were just building the fence, whatever, hearts and minds. There was no battle orders. It wasn't missing. It was just a construction. My job, I was stationed in Phoenix Phoenix, Arizona, dude. Check this out. I had a condo. Well, they give us full per diem. So basically, I could have lived in a hotel, but we worked this deal where we got these condos. So I had a 2-bedroom condo, my own government vehicle. They didn't even keep track of the mileage. I don't know if we were supposed to, but we didn't. So like I had this, we were driving everywhere. I was in Arizona, go up to Grand Canyon a couple times, fucking, down to Tombstone, and went all to Mexico. It was great. Fuck, that was a trip I started making money because I was getting $1,800 a month just to eat. And we already had the condo paid for, so I'd just go to the fucking store and buy cold cuts. And this is back when they still had the dollar menu, so it was amazing, brother. Amazing.
That's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that dollar menu, man, was some good times, man.
I know. Isn't it kind of crazy? Like right after the dollar menu really went away. Like for McDonald's. I mean, I don't eat McDonald's anymore. It's funny because I used to eat McDonald's all the time. They had the one guy, the medical doctor, and I said, "Give it to me, real doc. Is this McDonald's any good at all?" He's like, "It's all garbage." And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna take this guy's word for it." And I just started eating the blueberries and shit. And I've been losing some weight. But like back in the day, fuck, that was no, I know the point I was gonna make on that. I'm a talker, bro. So feel free.
That's all good.
Yeah, you know how it is, man. The older you get, more stories you get. But when McDonald's used to have the $1 coffee and the any size and the $1 sausage McMuffin. Once those two went away and you couldn't get the good deals, now McMuffin's like $3-4. That was it. McDonald's is done. That was when it all went downhill.
You could take a chick to McDonald's with confidence back in the day with $5 in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Now you know you ain't getting no pussy with $5 in your pocket.
Remember using the app? Here's the key to the app. If you're gonna get real, if you want to go in extra double cheap mode and you really want to do it, you can't like double up the specials at McDonald's, but you can sure as hell get the free fry in the first go around, and then pull up about 10 feet, order a fucking $1 double cheeseburger in the second go around. You can still do it if you hustle, or get half your order here, half your Burger King. I've done that before.
And the ice cream machine still gonna be down.
Oh yeah.
That motherfucker ain't never working.
Fuck. I remember they used to have the dollar mix. They used to have a great dollar menu too for breakfast. They would have the oats, not the oats. Yeah, it was oats, oatmeal and like fruit and raisin oatmeal. Mm-hmm. That was $1. I just get that mixed up. That was so good. And that was like $3. Mm-hmm. Fuck. Yeah. So what fast foods around here? Are you a fast food eater? What kind of dining you do?
And I try to eat healthy, man. But I'm a fast food connoisseur.
We all are, right? It's so easy.
Yeah.
Good.
It's easy to say you're gonna eat healthy, but damn, that shit be so good. And that's the thing too, man. So sometimes I get mad that some of this shit tastes so good. You know what I mean? If I was gonna stop, man, I've been at Taco Bell for probably like 2 months straight with that damn Lux box.
Dude, Taco Bell, the box is the only good deal at Taco Bell the other day for the first time in months, dude. I ain't been there in a fucking minute. And I went to Taco Bell and they had this thing on the menu and it looked really good. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it because it looked really good. And it was like a thing you just dip in like a burrito-ish thing you dip in the sauce. And I asked the lady up there, it's like, how big are they? They said they're kind of small. It's like, all right, get 2 of them.
And I go to Chick-fil-A simply for the service. You know what I mean? It just make me feel special in the drive.
Chick-fil-A is expensive, dude.
It's expensive.
Fuck.
And God knew we didn't need it on Sunday. That's why it's closed.
My goodness. Dude, because I remember when I used to get Chick-fil-A for the kids because they used to have it's a Christian thing or whatever. They go to Catholic school. So like they would have like Chick-fil-A night for school up there. And even then, it was still expensive, man. It's like fucking little. It's like I picture what they ordered. They got the 30-pack of the fried nuggets or whatever. And I picture the chicken-sized breast that comes in, and them cutting it up. It's like fucking hell, man. These guys are 500% markup on a goddamn chicken breast.
I just like they don't make me feel like a piece of shit when I ask for extra sauces at Chick-fil-A. At McDonald's, they look at you like you a broke piece of shit. You need an extra barbecue sauce. And then they say it's a quarter, like you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Chick-fil-A just throw it in the bag, man. I rock with Chick-fil-A, man. Yeah, man. Fuck that shit, man.
Oh shit. Well, that's why I go to bars for food, man. I know that people laugh because I just like bars, but dude, you go up to
bar food.
The one down here, the Street Travelers, bro. They got their menu from 11 to 7. It's fucking amazing. You get a $7 burger with tots, bar burger. You know that bullshit. Go to McDonald's, buy a $7 burger. Fuck.
For sure.
There ain't no $7 burger now. Big Mac's like $8.
Yeah, bar food always hit. That's like it's like a hidden gem. Bar food. And if you from Cleveland, that gas station food hit too.
Oh, I go to the Gecko all the time, and it's not. If there's, I go to Sunoco down here they got chicken down there. It's Sunoco, Church, whatever it is, Churches or Mr. Chicken. I don't know what it is, but they have a little chicken spot right in the Gecko, right in the Sunoco down the street. I do the Speedway. The one gas station that's fucking too expensive on anything is a Shell. Shell has nothing that's good. Even their single fucking Rillos, dude. These ones, the ones I be smoking, the $1.19, they'll put $2.4, good price or some shit, and then they charge you $1.80. Shell can eat my ass. I got no time for Shell. I would drive right past that fucker.
Yeah, that's definitely too hot for some cigarettes.
Fucking hell. Speedway's good. Speedway, them reward points are good, man.
Speaking of cigarettes, hey, listen,
Mhm.
I like when I was a heavy smoker though, I grew up in the sour diesel, in the Kush era, in the perp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Urban
Like,
boys and the shit, yeah.
Man, and I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I would start smoking the wrong stuff, but I just feel like weed is not the same how it is like what it was back in the day. Like I used to be high off one blunt the whole day.
Well,
And woke up the next day high. You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of it is the fact it's legal now. And that's a weird thing to say, but like when stuff's legal, there's no back in the day you were smoking, you're always looking around, you know, your paranoid probably kicks in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I remember back in 90, fuck, it was early. I might have been in high school. Maybe I was even in the guard. I don't even know. I think it was in high school, but I sold my buddy Bob and we went to the Great Northern Mall right up here. And I was fucking paranoid as shit. I was like, man, somebody's looking at me the whole time, you know, this and that. And I think the accessibility to so much weed, like, dude, there's so much.
Yeah.
And these carts are like $6. Fucking, you know, an ounce of weed's like $20. It's so mind-bogglingly cheap that everybody's built up this goddamn tolerance, and it's never going to be the same as when it was legal in terms of that part. You know, I mean, if you take a nice tolerance break and get back into it, you can still get it, but the paranoia is not there anymore.
Damn, that kind of made the whole thing fun. You know what I'm saying? Then get a couple of your homeboys and y'all go to the park or something, just smoke a J.
Go someplace and
you know what I'm saying?
Is that the cops? No, man.
Right. Hey, I'll never forget one time, man. Funny story. I was with my friend, man. We had bought some sour diesel. This was probably the best weed, man, I ever had in my life. And when we was rolling up in the car, windows down, just on the street, a cop literally put right next to our car, and I swallowed all the weed. Swallowed every last nugget of that shit. And he looked at me like I wasn't even his homeboy, man. But shit, this is bad. I couldn't risk it, man. I had, shit.
That's funny, man. I've never been busted for weed. Never failed a drug test.
I think I shitted out a nugget. I swallowed some of that motherfucker.
Well, that won't even get you fucking high because it's not decarb. So maybe it might get you a little tweaked or whatever. But yeah, just eating it's good for getting out of it. I mean, if you're in a weed illegal state, I mean, now it's whatever. They probably like whatever, dude. Just keep going. You know, I've been to Indiana. I smoked weed in a couple of these Tennessee shit like that.
It's illegal out there too. They got dispensaries and stuff.
No, it's illegal in Indiana. Illegal in Tennessee. Yeah. And the only two states I've been to in the past little bit where it's been illegal. I think pretty much everywhere else. Well, let me think.
So man, what did you think about the workshop show, man?
I liked it, dude. It was funny because when we were there and what's his name? The MC was talking. I'm like, this is not really Cleveland material. Like, these people don't care about politics, you know what I mean? And then when he came in hot with the stuff, the last comment when he was like, "So you Jews here?" I was like, it's a little bit terroristic-ish there, but you know what I mean? And then when I got that email from Dave, I was like, okay, at least I wasn't the only one who saw it like that. You know, it's like, fucking hell. You know, I mean, personally, he didn't do me bad. You know, I don't think he didn't introduce me wrong or did bad by me, but like, yeah, it was, He
didn't introduce me bad neither, worse. Not one up, but like one thing I learned about comedy, just like Dave taught us, you really got to know your audience.
Oh, 100%, dude.
Read the room. You know what I'm saying? Some material that might work in this room will not work in another room. You know what I mean? You got to understand who you talk to.
RTFO, read a fucking room.
Yeah, that's one thing I had to work on myself. You know, I try to say the same joke in a different room, but, you know, it's different from you 20 and 30-year-old and you roll 40, 50, 60-year-olds. They want something a little bit more intellectually stimulating. You know what I'm saying?
Right, not just somebody coming up with the fart jokes. I mean,
you get, but they want it, but it's like
it's all about delivery. Yeah. It really is, man. I mean, you can walk. I mean, if you're a comic, walk around before the show. David said, look around, see who's there. You got a bunch of old people tell old people jokes. You got a bunch of black people tell black people. Not black people. You know what I mean? Relate stuff that they can talk about Martin instead of Seinfeld.
No.
You people need to come to more of my shows. I don't see any.
Yeah, you in the all black room. You know, do what you think they want to hear. You all black room. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, but it still has to be receptive. You know?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Where I think a lot of people get lazy in comedy is where they like what Homeboy did at the show there. They talk about themselves and act the victim kind of thing, or it's time for the black person report. I hate when black comics do that. You know, they'll have 3-4.
So a lot of white people here.
No, they'll be say there was 3-4 black comics, 3-4 white comics are on the black. Sign for a black comedy part of the show and black comic. Every time I talked Mayo on it, I was like, dude, don't do that, because the second you start doing that, and if you get into jokes about stuff that white people may not understand, or they're gonna feel victimized by or whatever, that's just gonna be a bad precedent, man. They just don't. That's part of reading the room. I think a lot of people get that. You know what I mean? It's one of those nuances because they're not legally allowed to talk about it. You know, Dave's not gonna get up there and be like, yo, don't go up there and say the N-word. You know, he's not gonna tell a black guy that. You know what I mean? But for every N-word that's up there, you know, there's gonna be somebody in the back like, yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? If it depends on the audience, depends on the audience. If you got a entirely black room and you're a black guy, fucking hell yeah, boom.
Yeah, you just gotta read the room.
Exactly. It's all coming back to read the room. All coming back to read the room. 1971. Fucking hell. Livestock, you're old, sir. I do not remember 1971. Hell, I wasn't even born in 1971. I'm like 50 and shit.
I don't remember 1971. I know who everybody was hot during that time.
Hell, was your parents even around in 1971?
Yeah, my parents were big 70s babies.
Okay.
Yeah, 70s babies. What is that? The Gen X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gen X was like 70. Well, I remember the baby boomers ended up until like the 80s, I think. 65 to 80, something like that.
Yeah.
Boomers are crazy period, man. It was a wild time to be alive.
Hey, what was a wilder decade, the 80s or the 90s?
In terms of, probably the 80s, because back in, keep in mind I was a kid in the 80s, but like the 80s was all the cocaine stuff and all the, they just do, and it wasn't as broadcasted. Like in the 90s, they started taking some of the shit in the 80s and put more of it on TV. You get the MTV Spring Break special, shit like that. But back in the 80s, there was no TV camera. There was nothing. You just did whatever back then. So it's like, back in the 80s, it was fucking crazier. It's funny, man. We always talk about, because like, what's up, John? How you doing, buddy? People always get, the 90s was so good and this and that. It's like, well, dude, I was a Browns fan, man. And I didn't really get laid in the 90s. So it's like, you got no Browns and no pussy and no legal weed and no internet, really. And now,
I see why you went to the Army.
I got a team at least.
Yeah.
I got legal weed. And, at least I can get pussy if I want, all different ball wax. It's all about frame of reference, man. It really is. I mean, the music was better just because, back then you could have good musicians. You could make a living selling CDs out the trunk and moving up. Can't do that now. What are you gonna do now? Fucking, oh yeah, follow me on TikTok and somebody's gonna steal my shit anyways.
That's one thing, man. I really wish I got a chance to experience, because in the 80s, 90s, when you went to see an entertainer, bro, you saw a show. I kind of see why people from that generation talk down on a lot of people from this generation, because it's hard to live up to a standard when the people you would see in the concerts, Michael Jackson, Prince, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Beatles, and not Beatles. What's the crazy motherfucker with the tongue out and shit like that? Kiss and Mick Jagger and those guys, man. The crazy thing about them, man, I do some Ubering sometimes. Them motherfuckers about 80 years old, bro, and they still could sell out.
Still doing shows.
Still do a show. So like, in the entertainment world, man, I think that's one thing we got to get back to, man, is really realizing, man, like the entertainment aspect.
We're gonna have to come to an era. We're gonna have to come to an era where we get rid of streaming or figure it out, because like in the streaming era, there's just no money. It's corporations run everything. Yeah. If you really look at culture, I've told this to a lot of people. Look, everything stopped in 1989. People are like, what do you mean by that? Look at all the shit that comes out today. It's still relevant. Simpsons, Family Guy, Zelda, Mario Brothers. You can go out there, go to the mall right now. Go to the mall. Any mall around here. You got a mall by you. You can go to Walmart, whatever. Go around, look at the shirts. Go around, look at the stuff that's in the aisles. Look at the shirts people are wearing. You got kids in Mario Brothers shirts, kids in Superman shirts, kids in Zelda shirts, kids in SpongeBob shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was 1989 or prior. Somewhere around the 2000, they started getting good at analytics. They didn't create anything new. They just put out shit that they knew was going to be good. Oh, here's another fucking Star Wars remake. This time, Chewbacca is going to whack off in front of some Yodas. It's asinine. They beat it to death. That's why I do YouTube, Clint. That's why I do all this. Because like,
is a trend,
right. You got CBT or LBGTQ Chewbacca and shit.
But no, that's real, man. And for all y'all out here, stop fucking up our childhood with these remakes, man. Leave some of this shit alone, man. You know what I mean? Just think of some creative shit that niggas done, but stop fucking up our childhood and shit we grew up on with some of this shit, man.
Right. More. Well, it's like this 8 of the last 10 most grossing high movies last year were all remakes. shit like Shrek 5 and Captain Marvel 8. I don't even know what the fuck it is, dude. It's I mean, go see a movie. There's a couple good movies. I don't know, most of them are garbage, man.
Yeah, I remember when on movie debuts, it was a big thing because it was at least 5 movies coming out that was hits. You know what I'm saying? Like movie theaters packed, bro. You don't see that shit no more. Like you don't see just movie theaters packing, everybody waiting for some shit. And then if you do, not to knock it, because hey, I want to be in a movie someday. If anybody watching this shit that do movies, I'm not saying I don't want to be in a movie, but like a lot of movies now, man, they don't have that extra fun like they used to back in the day. Like you could go back and watch the original RoboCop right now. You know what I'm saying? The shit is still hitting, still raw.
Love RoboCop.
You know what I mean?
My favorite scene of RoboCop is when
they lit Murphy ass up, didn't they?
Right in the beginning when they're walking through the Detroit precinct and they're going through the showers and the fucking chicks are like just showering right there. Yeah. That's hot. That shower scene and the one in Special Troopers, where all just, it doesn't happen in real life, but like intergender showers, that's every guy's dream. I don't know if the chicks like it, but fuck, I'd like to be showering next to me is fucking some topless chick just soaping up, little fucking dial on the right nipple, I'm down with this. I'd probably fucking be like, hey, you guys have to excuse me, next time
RoboCop, somebody should run through Walmart screaming, I know Dick Jones, Dick Jones. But that shit was lit though, man. That shit was lit. Dude,
RoboCop wrestled once. You remember when he came out in WCW? Well, do you remember? Do you follow wrestling at all? Do you hip to any wrestling?
Man, my favorite wrestler back in the day was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold.
That was my motherfucking dog. Man.
Dude, he was bad. Well, the funny thing about Stone Cold is he was supposed to be a bad guy. He was like, they wanted him to just be a bad guy. And then people start cheering for his ass. They're like, this fucking dude's a badass. He just ended up being a good guy because fucking people loved it. That was the best era wrestling. But like
the 90s attitude era, man. I'm happy that was the era I watched because it was a different time, different atmosphere. And it wasn't so sponsored like it, back in they did some wild shit in the 90s. Vince McMahon coming out with do-rags on and shit and 3-piece suits.
Asking Booker T, what's up? And then drop the N-word on it. That was the most. If you ever want the most awkward moment in WWE history, go back, type in N-word, Vince McMahon, Booker T. God damn, that was fucking. I mean, you don't have to, but fucking hell, just look at the awkwardness. Like McMahon didn't want to say it. I don't know why he felt like he had to say it, but like
you had The Rock. You know what I'm saying, smooth ass dude who was a savage, man. It was just like everybody had a different personality. You know what I'm saying? You had to be original back in the day. I sound old, like I'm an old head, but shit, I feel like an old head though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, it's perfect too because like that was right when the internet was really getting big. I remember back when I first got AOL, back in the '90s, and they used to WWE was huge. They would have chat rooms. This thing, you go in there, just talk wrestling all day, just yap about wrestling. That was one because every week there'd be a new fucking guy in WCW Nitro. Like, here's Hulk Hogan and fucking Diesel and Razor Ramon. We just signed Rick Rude. We just signed Mr. Perfect. They're just fucking tossing money at it, man. I talked to a lot of wrestlers. I had like 15 wrestlers on the show. A lot of these guys is back in the 90s at WCW, they pay people just to sit at home. They had too much money. They didn't know what to do with all these guys. That's how much money they were throwing at it. It's ridiculous.
Ratings and selling action figures and pop-up vids, man. There was a lot of money going around this shit. You know what I mean?
Back with the videos. Well, they used to do the Too Hot for TVs. Remember those? Springer would. They do all of that. Man, from like 2000 to like whenever the internet, YouTube really came out, maybe 08, 09. DVDs were everything in the Too Hot for TV. People spent so much money on the fucking stupid thing. Yeah. Oh, here's the Jerry Springer Too Hot for TV. It's 3 sets of tits and a bunch of F words. You can get that at a fucking bar any day of the week. You waste your time and money for Springer.
Jerry Springer, boy, that shit. I was the first motherfucker loving hip hop.
I dated a girl that was on Springer once, man. This is this girl, Angie Mahalik. I don't know what the fuck happened there. She's probably dead by now, but this is 93. I was 16, 17, and she's probably 18, right around there, right around my age. But I didn't fuck her or anything. I was just going out with her for a little bit. We made out. And then maybe about a year and a half later, everybody's like, dude, this is back when you had text. They got a phone call. Hey, turn on Springer. I was like, all right. So I cut out Springer. She's on there with some guy. I think it was a guy she broke up after, me and her broke up. She went out with. They were just talking some random shit on Springer. It was funny as hell. They would literally call that number, and you didn't even have to verify the story. They'd pay you $50, fucking put you up in a hotel until the story come out there and make an answer yourself. Fucking
that shit's crazy. But then they instigate the shit backstage and how you really fighting the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. They wanted if it could be authentic or seem authentic. The one guy we had on the show, his name was God damn it, Jamie Dundee. And he said that it was every last story was fake. They're bringing these, because he was telling me a story about these midgets and shit he had on there. And he got a call. He's like, dude, we need 100 midgets. He's like, I can only get, maybe 20 or 30. He said, all right. So it took him like a week to get these guys together. He said that, I don't know if the story's true or not, but he said he was going through the airport and he had fucking 30 midgets behind him and they had him do the fucking Oompa Loompa song from the Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Sounds like a fun made up story, but we'll see. Who knows?
So, man, what made you want to do comedy? Like,
it's like, well, back in, what did make me want? Well, I always wanted to be, I'm a funny guy. I've always laughed. I would, like guard drills and shit, I just say something stupid, people laugh. We'd always tell jokes, just fucking go out there and just drink. Back in the 90s, that was it. They had this Penthouse magazine, always had Jack. You ever heard of Jackie the Joke Man Martling? Yeah. He used to be Howard Stern. He would always have he would have a page of fucking jokes, maybe 15, 20 of them on this fucking, fold down there, usually a funny picture or whatever. And I would memorize those jokes and, just bring them in the garden, those jokes. And it just, that was the roots of it. And then the fucking, I'd be sitting around, when I had kids, I'd be sitting around waiting rooms with these other parents and shit. Like my son did dance for a while, so my daughter, and we just, there's nothing to do. So I just make jokes, make those people laugh. And I was like, you know what, fuck, I'm going to get into it. Sure. And I sent an email to this Bill Squire. He ran the one up in Lakewood.
Yeah,
Cabin.
Yeah.
Great room. And I did that. I called a bunch of people out and they showed up. We had a blast. We laughed. And that was funny. The person who introduced me on that mic, his name is Marcelo Hernandez. He now is on Saturday Night Live now. He started SNL a couple years ago, which is funny. Yeah, because we had Bill and Cody Cooper was up there. There was just a bunch of bang. And I just liked it when I first got up there. I really did. And I got into the lifestyle, dude. 2017, 18, I was fucking living it, dude. I was just out there fucking, maybe I was out there with my girlfriends and shit. I was fucking doing it. I was doing the life, bro. And yeah. Then I just like, after a while, it's like, there's only so many mics in Cleveland. Yeah. I got so much time in the world. So it's like, I'm going to take my talents to YouTube at the time. And I'm not gonna lie, I really like YouTube a little bit better. I like doing stand-up, but like this is my arena right here. And this is where it's at. It's like, right here, I got 11 people. Are they actively paying attention? I don't know. Yeah, I've met half these people in person. Whatever, they've heard me talk a million times. And a lot of times I'm on streams 5, 6, 7 hours a day.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
We've had 3-4 countries check in today.
Oh man, I remember. Oh, sorry, not to cut you off,
oh, no problem. But it's like, I could turn on the microphone here. I've had audiences going in here, just myself. The 420 show was up to 30, 40 people watching. Just me talking. For my ass to get 30, 40 people in the room, it's fucking, how long that takes. That's why this is so much easier in building an audience. So I got the audience. Yeah, see, Doritos not paying attention. They'll get fucked.
Man, I remember back in the day, my mother and her sister, remember, now I'm about to show our age a little bit. Remember Blockbuster?
Oh yeah.
So you can rent these videos, man, and they rented the Kings of Comedy. Now, parents usually be trying to tell you, hey, go downstairs while we're watching our grown folks movie and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I was just listening, and they let me come in the room watching Long Story, and man, I was just laughing so hard. But at the end, when a man by the name of Bernie Mac got on stage,
Bernie Mac's funny fuck, bro.
R.I.P. to the Mac, man.
Right.
And I just watched him command this whole room, and it's like he was up there for about 30 minutes, but you got so lost in time with laughing, it seemed a little more. You ain't even run the end. Mm-hmm. And man, he did this joke about the bus driver with his stuttering nephew, and I laughed so hard. I'm talking about I went to school reciting the joke, and you know what I'm saying? I'd come home, and before Blockbuster used to have a return day. You had to return the movies at a certain day. I watched the Kings of Comedy probably every single day until that movie went back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times just studying them, man, studying Bernie, man. And that's what I was like, man, I love comedy. And the thing about comedians too is I tell everybody, I've met a lot of fucked up comedians because people don't understand. You got to be a little fucked up to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got a sarcastic look on life.
But I have never met a dumb comedian in my life, man. You know what I'm saying? And like when I was listening to a lot of people talk, man, I was just studying in their points of view and everything. So in a way, it was laughter, but I like people like that. That's educational purposes. Like I'm kind of real old school, man. I started watching Richard Pryor. I watched
good.
Sanford and see, you know what I'm saying?
Fred Sanford was
Red
amazing.
Panther, I'm talking about laughing.
Red Fox.
Red Fox, Red Fox. Another show you can watch today, you know what I'm saying? Still be funny. Chris Rock. I grew up on Corey Holcomb, Mike Epps, you know what I'm saying? Earthquake, another hidden gem who he don't really get talked about as much as I think he should, but Earthquake is a beast, man. A beast, you know what I'm saying? And I'm a Midwest dude, man. So Midwest comedy kind of got me, you know what I'm saying? So I gravitate towards a lot of them.
100%, man.
Yeah.
Well, the names you mentioned, I mean, I remember we would just sit down and watch
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Eddie Murphy, Delirious,
Eddie Murphy
Raw.
for sure, yeah.
I mean, even fucking Raw came out in what, 83, 84, 80, Delirious,
man.
maybe 87. We would be in the 90s still watching.
When he was joking on Elvis, I was cracking the fuck up, man. He said Elvis had the shitty walk. And he did, because I Googled a picture of him as soon as he said that shit. Elvis was fat than a motherfucker.
That was a big boy. Well, I mean, you down there. I mean, he's basically prisoner in a hotel, right? And he's fucking just eating all the buffets every day, probably on Percocets all the time, you know. Fucking Elvis is a sad case. If you watched, I don't know if you watched, you probably haven't, but if you watched, there's an Elvis movie that came out, I don't know, a couple years ago. That if you want to, I mean, if you care about it, but it's a good biopic on like how the Colonel or whoever the fuck the guy was just totally screwed over Elvis. Like he was just a kind of a prisoner. And that's
the KFC dude.
No. Just they called this guy the Colonel. Yeah.
Say, damn, why do you know each other?
Yeah, but that's why I like YouTube too, because it's like it's YouTube, it's you, it's me, Joey Adams. There's no accountability. I ain't got fucking Armour hot dogs. Like, hey, you can't talk about shit about hot dogs because we're giving you $8 a month. No, I do what I want, and I can make money doing it. I can. I'm not saying to make a lot of money. I mean, it's been a while since somebody super chatted. You know, some super chats would be nice. I got a couple gummies. You guys want to donate to the cause? You know how to bring the fucking heat. But it's like, you know, if they want to hear unabashed fucking opinions from the heart, you know, that's where they come to YouTube. That's why I love it.
Sure.
And it's like, could I be controversial? Sure. I'm just not a controversial guy. Yeah. I don't go out there talking politics. I can give a fuck, whatever. Yeah. I mean, do I have political opinions? Sure. But I'm not going to bring them out here because I'm not trying to hear fucking people call me names all day. It's just not how I work. Yeah, fans of the show know I'm not a libertarians. I'm not a Donald Trump guy and never will be. Never liked Trump. I didn't like Trump in the 80s. To go the full page ad and goddamn New York Times for 5 minutes and guys.
Gangster. Trump says it. But no, I feel at the end of the day, when you hear Joey Edibles, man, you hear Sport Tech, like you say, this is your shit, and you can do it how you want to do it. I mean, you could try to censor somebody, but when they got when they got their own space and you got your own fans, you can't really do. That's why I like Chappelle too. You know what I'm saying? Because he came back after, you know, whatever happened with him, and they still had to pay him $50 million.
God damn, Legend Chappelle.
Man. You saw the SNL skit?
Like, yeah, I saw the monologue. I don't know how many skits I saw. It was just a couple weeks ago, but yeah.
Legend, bro. I want to, man. That's one dude I can't wait to meet, man. That's just to pick his brain. But
he's a big pothead, and that's kind of where I get a lot of my pothead and this stuff too. Because it's like a lot of people, Clint, they got these stereotypes about potheads. They're like, oh, guys, you just sit down and eating fucking things, growing neck beard, and here's some more Doritos, get the munchies. No, motherfucker, someone who's got a lot of energy, dude. If you're already out there and you're lazy as fuck and you smoke weed, you're gonna be more lazy. You're gonna be a lazy piece of shit regardless. If you're already out there and you're a motivated motherfucker and you're knocking shit out and you're fucking, you know, you got goals, you got oriented, you're doing shit. You're thinking bigger than fucking, you know, this. You know, there's ways to be made out there, man. It really is.
Like, just because it's some people that smoke is way more productive than somebody talking up. So I feel you in that. And like that, but what you said too. I structure my comedy the same way, man, because I got people that I consider fans of me, man, in all walks of life, and I love them all. You know, I got different races of people that I rock with, different lifestyle people that I rock with, and funny is funny. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like somebody coming to see you for you. They know your style, they know your style, your personality, your brand of comedy. You know what I mean? And that's what I love, man, to see people from all walks of life outside your show and embracing you, man. There's nothing like that in the world.
Oh, yeah. Well, the blueprint is out there.
Yeah.
No matter how unique we think we are, no matter how unique you think the next guy is, Dave is, anybody is, everything's been done before. You're not going to reinvent the fucking wheel. It's all about getting liked. You got to be a likable guy. People come to the shows like, fuck you guys. You guys should have left. Nobody wants to hear that. Yeah. I don't pay fucking $20 to go see some fat comic and get yelled at. No, fucking entertain me, clown.
Do you do crowd work? Like, do you fuck with the audience when you be on stage?
I will. I really haven't yet because like I don't like the mean roast. That's why I don't do roast battles.
I don't like fucking with the audience.
It's such a negative vibe, dude. It's like I mean, because usually it's obvious shit. Oh, you're gay or you're fat. You know what? I ain't got time for this. You know, whatever. I didn't. When you've heard every crack about you your entire life, you know, you're just like, whatever. I'm done with it.
And if you come see me, especially if you pay, listen, my job is to get your money's worth. I don't try to make people part of my show.
100%, right?
Get y'all fucked up and mad at me because I want you to come back.
Hey, I don't get the people who act like the scene's better than them. I could. I mean, I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years, but I'm always going to be humble. At least I'm going to try to be humble. Because at the end of the day, like comedy is subjective, dude. It really, you know, what this guy down over here finds funny, this person over here might find offensive, etc. You know, you gotta be likable and just fucking make people laugh. And you might think the funniest joke in the world, but it's not making people laugh. Is it really that funny? Yeah. You know, we go back. Everything goes back to read the room. You know.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk. That's real talk.
It says Bill Cosby, or was it Richard Pryor, said drugs enhance your feelings and actions, and the question was asked, well, what if you're an asshole? Very true from the lovely Jules. I'll ever bring it up again. Bill Cosby, was it Richard Pryor, said the drugs enhance your feelings and actions. The question was asked, well, what if you're an asshole?
I know a lot of comics who say they do a little bit of something before they go on stage, you know, and my take on that would just be professional about it. You know, you need to hit a little something before you get on there, or do a little something. Don't do too much to where you can't perform your act. But I mean, it's kind of like anything. It's just subjective. I don't really indulge in.
You gotta roll with it. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you hold the crowd for like 4 minutes? I gotta take a giant leak.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You look at that stuff. Talk some stuff that I want to ask, and you can joke about
me. Anybody want to ask me any questions or what's on your mind, people? It was part of this story. Yeah, man. Drugs is drugs. It's a big part of anything. Music, comedy, everything. So who we got in the building? Home and Heart with Jules. What's up, y'all? Does Joey's chair smell like ass from the I ain't close enough to smell. Yo, Clint, you had a great set the other night. Richard Silva. Hey, Rich, what's up, man? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, you did good yourself, man. You had a great set too, man. It's all the learning experience, man. You know, it's all the learning experience, man. I enjoyed the show from everybody. And if y'all want to check out my set, y'all can go to Clint James on YouTube. Type in Clint James Funny Bone workshop graduation set. Appreciate that, Rich. You got half the world in the building, FFS. Now that's funny, Dorito. Y'all really are some degenerates, man. Hell no. Definitely worth the check out. Appreciate that, Rich. Shout out you, man. I better see you around too, man. Yeah. The Browns are going to the Super Bowl next year. Man, if I had your faith, I could conquer the world, man. The Browns, bro. Damn. Well, I'm just like everybody else, though. I sign up for the misery every year. Every single year, man. I come to watch those fuckers disappoint me. And I have to honestly say, I'm never disappointed. What's up? I'm from Australia. Shout out Australia. Are you doing any mics? I got a couple shows coming up. I'm on a couple shows this month and next month. And at the Joe podcast, I'm on another podcast next week, I think. But I might be around some of these open mics, man. If anybody, if you're looking for some good open mics, man, check out Unserious Open Mic. about Tyrone Gaines, another seriously funny comic coming out the city, man. It's every Thursday on Larchmere. You can look him up, Tyrone the Comic, on Instagram, and check that out. But I be on the west side too, Spotlight and all those. Speaking of Brown, do you think he has a brown chair to make sure the misfired farts don't show through? Hey Joe, I don't know if you fart on your show, but they asking, can I smell your chair ass from here?
I hope not. Jeez. I smoke a lot of weed in here. Oh, Rich is in the house. What's up, Rich, brother? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good stuff, man. Welcome to the party, Rich. Yeah, Rich is a good dude, man. I like Rich.
Rich real cool.
Rich, are you a smoker, bro? What you smoke or not? Because if you smoke, I'm about to get you high, bro. About to make Rich a mod here. I make all my friends mods here.
Yeah.
Well, it's like this. If you got, and if you've ever been, you should start a YouTube channel, by the way. You really should. I mean, if you like this kind of stuff,
For sure.
you go up here. I mean, it takes a little bit. You know, when we first started, granted, I had to start with 3-4 people. But like, you know, you might get 3 to 6-ish, which is good. And you build and you've seen the numbers. It's not too bad. You know, we got 15 people watching right now. That's great. Are you in Ohio also? Yeah, he's from, are you still in the city now?
Yeah.
He's Euclid now, right? Euclid?
Yeah, I'm from Cleveland, Lakeshore, Euclid. I be around those areas, man. I'm in Ohio right now.
All right, so Jules, if you remember when we went to Edgewater Park, I think you went up there with somebody when you was here in Cleveland. If you go about 15 minutes east of that, that's Euclid or so. Maybe give or take. Depends if the cops are out.
I went to if anybody in here know about Villa Angela St. Joseph High School.
Yeah, fuck Desmond Howard went there.
Yeah. Man, he's a legend out there. Him and Clark Kellogg.
Yeah, Ohio State.
You can't go there without knowing those guys.
Kellogg was until LeBron came along. Kellogg was the best high school player ever to play in Ohio.
You gotta believe that shit. I don't think I'll ever see another 12th grader like LeBron James. The shit he was doing is just it was just unheard. And this is before social media.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're talking 2001. This guy's a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
I'm working on Brecksville. And we're already talking about this before he made it to fucking Slam Magazine. He was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a sophomore. I mean, they literally the chosen one. They got autographed copies of Sports Illustrated selling for $300 for a fucking 16-year-old. It's mind-boggling.
That's crazy.
Man, dude, I think he's gonna be 16 in about 3 months. It would blow my mind if she could sign a magazine and sell it for $300. That's incomprehensible.
It can happen. She get real good at something.
Right? Fuck. Well, I don't know. Well, they used to watch when I first started the show. They used to be. They were younger then. It was just a fascination of it.
Sure.
But they're just. I mean, it's like I do a show every week. You know, it's people always say, you know, how could somebody get sick of comedy if you're around something all the time?
Yeah.
It gets a little boring to you. You know what I mean, it's like whatever. I don't care if they, if it's a guest they like, they'll watch the show. You know, like my brother. I asked my brother was over a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I was like, you ever watch the show? He's like, yeah, I watched the one time we had Jake the Snake on. Because he was a Jake Snake fan, but I mean, I'm not expecting to tune in. People got lives, dude. You gotta. Everybody here is pretty much a YouTube ho. I wanted to get these shirts made that says "Stream Ho," because it's like we watch YouTube all day because we like the entertainment, you like the live interaction, you got the good chat. Yeah, I mean, this is 10 times better than fucking, whatever. Hector, I'll call over you. Welcome, Hector.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
I remember I was like 13, man. I went with my people to one of the LeBron James high school games. He played my future alma mater, the St. Joe's. And I'm like 7th grade or something like that. And I'm thinking high school. I've been to a couple high school games. Man, I get to the parking lot. I see Rolls Royces outside and Bentleys and Hummers and shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this? A high school game? Yeah. Then I think I want to say it was Shaq or somebody. Somebody walked in that bitch.
Yeah, Shaq went to one of those games.
Yeah, went to one of those games, man. It was just pandemonium, bro. Dude was crazy. You really had to really kind of be there to understand the shit. Like, it's easy to, but like when you was in the atmosphere like that, and, this is like now you kind of see somebody too much. You know what I'm saying? This is back when you had to build up we going to see the game.
Oh yeah, back then you had clips. There's clips. Now you got clips. Anytime anything happens, there's fucking 1,000 clips on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Yeah. Back then, there was no YouTube back in 2001.
For sure.
And even 2002 going in there. YouTube didn't come out until like 06 or some shit.
Was that deal. And I remember how he was getting hated on a lot too when he went to the Cavs. People forget that shit. They thought he was too young because he signed 90 mil out of shit. Give me 90 mil now. Man, you would never hear another joke.
Right? 2003, you got $90 million contract from Nike.
So in 2003, that's equivalent.
Funny story about that. I was working at a Bank One plant in Brecksville. I don't know if it's still there. They got bought. Bank One got bought out by Chase. But the one of the initial because this is back then, they used to get a stack of checks. Now it's everything's electronic. I don't even think you can write a check. They may get 5 checks a fucking lifetime, but like back then, everything was checked. So
somebody give you a check in 2025, they full of shit.
Right. Like fuck you. You made cash yet. But like they would have a stack of checks, and all day they would just sit there and put this check on there. And whatever was on the check, they would enter into the 10 key punch. So they'd be like, $8. Every button there. And somebody had the fucking like $7 million initial Nike check that came through LeBron right there in the machine in my building. It was great.
That shit raw as fuck.
And I remember when I was back in, this is when I first started the VA, this is 06. I worked on Brecksville. They used to have if you've ever been down 77, you've been about
I've been around
now it's like fucking soccer fields, whatever. The buildings were old and shit. Like, but Bronny was a baby back then. This is 06.
Mm-hmm.
And the one girl I was in the kitchen with at Brecksville, she was babysitting Bronny for a little bit back then.
Yeah, that's dope.
Right now, this guy's dude, and God bless Bronny. But buddy, if you can hear this or anybody can give Bronny some advice, take a couple of years and go to the G League. Just chill. Maybe go to overseas. Honestly,
I don't think he really wanted to be there right now. I think he wanted to stay in college. That's just what I think. You know.
I know.
Yeah,
I mean, if I was him, I would go back to college for a little bit on my own dime. Fucking maybe playing the G League, regardless. Just have some kid fun. When you're a rich kid and you get this whole manufactured environment, because I mean, we gotta be real about LeBron. He's a helicopter parent. The guy is the most helicopter parents of parents, which some construe as a good thing, some construe as a bad thing. Maybe because I don't know his relationship with his father. Maybe he had a good one, maybe a bad one. But like maybe he's compensating. I don't know. But like you cannot helicopter that much. You gotta let your kids fail sometimes. And that's a controversial opinion in 2025, Clint. A lot of people. They're like, oh, my little angel's the best. They're going to do whatever, and I'll go in there and beat the fuck out of the administrators. And they'll post shit like, I go to jail for my kids. There is not maybe 1 in a fucking 10 million situation in this country, United States of America, where you should be going to jail for your kids. Something was wrong with them. No. That's all up here because you're a psychopath. You should not be going to jail because you're fucking kids. No way. Somebody said something about your kids. Look at your kids. Maybe your kids need to adjust something. You know what I mean? I cringe when all these fucking... It's usually moms. I hate to say it, but like, relax, Mama Bear. You know your kids are gonna fall.
Especially when you're dealing with the boys, Mom. You gotta let the boys, even if they get their ass whooped, let them fight. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's gonna build character.
That's the fun.
But like with Brian, been that dude for so long, and he been good for so long. I think he just it's hard, man. To because he wants his son to experience the same thing. But Brian had a different drive, man. Sometimes like your kid been. Like I say, rich his whole life. Like he just wanted to have fun and chill. You know what I mean? But when you got a super parent like LeBron, you want to play basketball. He expect what he out of him, out of you what he sees. So
well, LeBron,
I think they just got to work at it. That's
yeah. I mean, LeBron, his whole life has never been told no.
No,
At the time he was little, he was always enabled. You can't tell me I heard stories of LeBron when he was in high school, wouldn't even pay attention to classes. He'd put in headphones, listen to Jay-Z or music, whatever. Then
A+.
pocket pencil whipping it, and don't. And LeBron's not an idiot. I'm not gonna say I'm not trying to call LeBron an idiot.
No, he's smart.
He's a smart guy. I mean, you don't make $1 billion and not be a smart guy.
You know what I mean? Put his team in position to win.
No, well, he hired the right Rich Paul. He hired the right guys around him.
Rich Paul, all them.
I mean, the PR move in 2010. I can tell you a story. You might not like me for this one. All right, I'll get into my LeBron 2020 story since we're going on LeBron stuff.
So left again?
Yeah, no, first time. July 8th, 2018. I was there. All right. And I was watching it on the TV. It was on ESPN. I wasn't in here, probably in the house. And LeBron goes, yeah, I'm taking my unsecure as fuck 20. What was he then? Because 25, 24. Taking my talents on my South Asian. And I was like, okay, little fucker. I took damn, I don't even know if I should tell you this. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you because it's showing much I've grown. Show how much I've grown. This is 2010. I'm young. How old am I? I'm 48 now. I was in my 30s.
Oh, you talking about the first time we left?
It's 2010. It's a long time ago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Face.
I watched the whole show. Shit, I was sad in the motherfucker.
I was on Facebook. I've been on Facebook for over 20 years. Most of my life's been on social media at this point. I've been online since at least 2000. And so LeBron does this. I take his jersey, his white LeBron jersey. I get the picture of this day. You look at Joe. Type in Joe Overall Facebook July 2018 or whatever. It'll come up. 2010. I went out there. I fucking dumped a bunch of lighter fluid, burned the jersey.
That was you on the news doing that shit?
I did it right out here. I was in his house right out there, and I called him the N word, and I used a hard R right in social media. It was only up for about 10 minutes. And this is a different time. Keep in mind. Yeah, and I learned from that. I did. I mean, it was at the time. I'm thinking as a fan, you got to think. Like, this is before 2016. 2016 was such a weightlifting, dude.
But I'm gonna tell everybody that forgot when LeBron left Cleveland the first time. When people say he took half the economy with him, that's not a joke. It was bars and restaurants downtown that didn't make it because he wasn't here no more. Sir. Nobody was coming to that motherfucker was the truth, man. I'm talking about he was Cleveland. And Cleveland like a little dog.
Richburg, the Jersey.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was real, man. But he came back, gave us one.
Yeah, I mean, but this year, I'll tell you what, man. This Cavs year is exactly what we want. This is a home built team, a lot of drafted guys, a lot of guys who like to be here. Donovan Mitchell, what's that likable guy? Evan Mobley, too. You got a bunch of just random guys on the wing just killing threes, man. The entire team, I think, can hit a three. I don't know why Tristan Thompson's still on the team. Maybe he just brings the hose to the party, but he's still out there. But like,
we going to the finals again.
I mean, it would say. I mean, I would say at a bare minimum, Eastern Conference Finals, if not finals and winning it. I mean, the Cavs are that good. They are that good this year. I mean, 38-9. I saw him he was up there yesterday playing the Hawks, and I wanted blood on them fucking Hawks. I hate the Hawks because they beat us twice earlier. And the thing I like about this year is that every loss the Cavs have had, I kind of remember. And we're at the halfway point. If I can remember all the losses and we're at the halfway point, you're having a good year. We're really popping it.
Yeah, we about to win again. I missed the first parade. I ain't missing this one. I'm going back.
What? Time out. You're gonna lose permission to talk for like 4 or 5 minutes, maybe a couple seconds. Why did you? You're 31 now. All right, so let me do some math. What's it? 2025 minus 9. You're about 23, 24. You're 24 years old. This is the best party in Cleveland. 52 years. This is 27, 28, 30 years before you're born. All right. Why did you not go to this fucking parade? Why?
I was there, Game 7 downtown.
Okay, that's good.
You know what I mean? And I got drunk and hugged everybody in Cleveland that night.
Okay.
But shit, man,
you didn't have to work, did you?
I had to work, man.
Call off. Fuck this shit. Vacations and shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna miss this one.
Where were you for Game 7? What did you do for Game 7?
Downtown, what's the little brick road down there on East 9th, I think?
Eastport.
Yeah, I was down there and it was packed as a motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
And man, when that clock hit 0, everybody was going crazy.
I went all off the fucking finals.
Chicks was showing titties.
Game 7, bro. I rented a room at the Renaissance right there, Stoford Tower City Plaza. I think it's the Hotel Cleveland now. Rented a room out there, got a bottle of Crown, fucking case of beer, quarter of weed. Quarter of weed back then cost me $90. Think about that. It's crazy now. I fucking my ounces for $20. When we did that, we watched the game at the casino, and I was buying beers. Fucking, it was like a 45-minute wait to buy beers.
You call Ron the hard R, man.
I know.
If you seen him in person, you would have gave him a hug, though.
Oh, yeah. Hey, no, that was 15 years ago. I would apologize, shake hands, like, hey, I know it was a business decision. Thanks for championship.
You put it on YouTube?
On Facebook. Just like 15 minutes. I deleted the post. I deleted right away after I realized what I did. I was in the moment. I just got done burning a jersey. And when I heard him say Miami, I kind of grabbed the air and I didn't really know what to do. I didn't. And when you're in one of those situations, it'd be like if I put a gun to your balls, I'm like, hey, say something. You wouldn't know what to say. You've never been in this situation before. This guy was supposed to lead us to the promised land. He said he was going to light up Cleveland like Vegas, bring us a fucking championship. And he's going down to Miami, the most gay city in the entire fucking country. I had no idea what's going through my head, dude. So I obviously I burned the jersey because the second I was on Facebook, I saw people burn jerseys. I was like, and I saw him. My the one friend I went to college with her. Her name is I knew her on the fringe. I wasn't like really friends with her. Her name was Sassy something. But she was from Ethiopia. She went to school. Her and her twin went to Kent State, and she said something. I was kind of closed, man. I was like, fuck. People just saw this. I was like, blink. But it was a growing period. It's like that was kind of the. I mean, I'm not gonna say here like I've never, dude. I'm from the fucking 90s, man. We got old school white boys. What's up? You say shit like that. We don't say this in public. It's not a broadcast, and I don't need to say this word. You know what I mean? And it's like a lot of people still think that people like me are out here freely seeing this world. If they pass the law saying you can never say this word again, whatever, go ahead. I don't care. I'm not going to do it. It's not like I'm ever going to say it on stage. Oh, am I going to go and say this on stage? What good would it get me from saying this word on stage? Even if it was condescending, even if I use it contextually, there's no good example.
My son was born in 1991. Clint, you a youngster. Stop.
Did I miss any more murders? Captain, you sir. Captain's in Northern. Captain's a good dude.
Us
A lot.
90s babies is different.
This guy right here, Captain Bapton, he's in Northern Ireland, right? There's a town called Belfast over there. He lives over there. And I went back into I started this YouTube thing in 2019. Got really into the, meeting people. Once I went with the celebs and all that, I get Peter McGilly and all those guys on. That's when it started, growing. And the audience started going all over the map, dude. That's when I never really realized it. When I first started, I was doing this, I was thinking this could be like Wayne's World. If you remember Wayne's World, you might be a little young for that because it came out in '93. So, Jesus Christ. You've heard of it. You've heard of it. And Wayne's World, basically, it was public access TV. They used to have Friday night public access TV. And now, the World Channel 10 brings you Wayne's World. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. God, yeah, I can tell you every fucking line from every episode of Wayne's World. That's why I did the show on Friday nights. That's why the show was originally 9:30. But like once we got into the thing, I started knowing people. And a couple of these guys that during the lockdowns, they were getting this really big British audience, just random Americans like us, just sitting there and just watching all these old British shows. Yeah, they would just sit there and and it was funny shit, that dry, sarcastic British humor. A couple guys that blew up over in England, right? And so they would do that. And I became friends with some of these guys. So I get these random guys from the UK, different spots. And and I was like, we're gonna go over there. What the fuck, we're not going over there. And let's do this. Nobody really want to do it. So in October 2022, went over to the UK, saw Captain. There's several of these guys in the chat in the UK that I saw over there. And Captain himself, is it man losing battery? What's going on here? Oh shit, hold on. This became unplugged. Good thing we saw that. The fucking show would have been cut off. Is this even plugged in? Let's see. Did that turn back up? Is that lit? Fuck. This goes there. That goes there. This goes there. That goes there. Is that good? I don't know. Hold on. Sorry. Oh, yeah. It's good. It's good. It just got a little. Yeah, the computer was on playing. Computer loses battery at fast. An hour? Fuck. All right. Yeah, but regardless, I went to the UK and met a bunch of people like Captain. Captain, he's a sarcastic fuck, right? He has what a lot of people will construe as like this negative worldview, but he's one of my closest advisors because like you need people, Clint, in your life. They're gonna tell you no. They're gonna challenge you.
Oh yeah.
Because you got all these guessmen out there, and this is a controversial growth tactic, but like the people who challenge me the most are the people I'm gonna more gravitate towards when it comes to like talking show advice, talking comedy, this and that. Because if you get somebody who's like, oh, it's a great idea. Oh, you killed it out there. Oh, you need somebody who's like, oh, you know what? That second line of yourself, changes here. Like how he's doing it with Dave and all that. That's the people you need in your life, man. That's how it goes, man.
That's real talk.
Fucking hell, dude. Because so many people, dude. So many people, they want that justification. They want that instant fucking rise to the top. They want that. America's Got Talent, American Idol. I'm going to go here and make 4 people laugh and I'm a millionaire. Life just doesn't work like that. Comedy is a grind, dude. This is the most thankless form of entertainment you're going to find. You got movies, art, acting, TV, maybe there's some newspapers, internet, etc. And then you got shit like that. Stand-up comedy. I'm taking this mic right here, and I'm basically saying that I'm better than you because you paid to see me, and you got to laugh. And there's no outline. It's not like today we're talking about Gaza, tomorrow we're talking about Browns flags, next week we're talking about duffel bags. It's no concept. I just got to make you laugh. It's basically like, here you go, clown. That's me and my buddy Squirrel. Every time there's something going on, I'm like, here I am, clown, entertain me, because at the end of the day, we're nothing but fucking circus clowns. Different format. We don't really wear makeup. I don't know if you wear makeup. I'm not going to get that personal. I mean, there might be a time when we need to wear makeup for like a really bright lights, whatever. But yeah, it's the most. But that's where you get the grind. That's where you meet the when things in life are at a lowest form, you tend to bond more. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you an example. Like when I started working at the VA, I did shit, Brexit, I was telling you about. But then I went to the call center, and from 2011 to 2014 or so, when I was in the call center, I still have more friends in that area from 2014 on, because like we were just right there in the office all together, talking all the time. It was a shit environment because like people were just complaining constantly, but you're in this together. That's the same thing with comedy, dude. Same thing in my opinion. Like you get out there and you find the people who are actually willing to laugh. I always look at the open mics, man. And you get to some of these comics, they just will not laugh. They'll go there for 5 minutes to do their set and dip. That's an insult. It's an insult to the fucking industry. You're there to help everybody grow.
Yeah.
This is like skateboarding, dude.
Right there.
You go to a skateboarding rally. What are the skateboarding guys doing? Trying to one-up each other, fun tricks, and they're laughing and cheering each other on. Comedy should be the same way. That's a great joke. Let me tell you a better joke. Oh, you know what? You got a great joke. That was funny too. I'm going to do a better joke than that. And you keep it going. You keep people laughing. You make some fucking money. You take all these jackasses out there who are out there with this subpar entertainment, basically everything from 2000 on. You go out there and see Shrek 6. You gonna fucking laugh at Shrek 6? Go ahead. You're not gonna fucking laugh. You're gonna waste $80. You can pay $20 to go see funny motherfuckers like me and him. Right now, you watch this for free. For goddamn free. There's no charge for this. YouTube is nothing. Oh yeah, it's called weed, baby. It's called weed.
That's real talk, though, bro.
You gotta do it, man. That's the thing that pisses me off. My daughter, my lovely kid. Technically my stepdaughter. I met her when she was 9, and I married her mom. Sure. And she messaged me one day. She's like, "Can you give me money to go see this Kevin Hart?" I ripped into her like a fucking gazelle getting eaten by a lion. There's no way you're gonna sit out here with a comic dad and ask me money to see some fucking short little non-funny fuck like Kevin Hart. No, sir. I'd pay you money to bury yourself alive and have a little straw, and you can sit there for fucking 5 days before I give you money for Kevin Hart. No way.
Shout out
No
to
way.
Kevin Hart.
Right. Shout out to Kevin Hart. That's some fun, but like, yeah, no way. No way. There's certain things I find funny in this world, and Kevin Hart's just not one of them. It is what it is, but I'm not gonna hate. I guess I was hating.
Subjective.
Yeah. Comedy's subjective. I mean, people find him funny. It's fine. I guess go hang out with The Rock, do some steroids in the bathtub, Baker Mayfield, whatever the fuck you do, Kevin Hart. Have some fun, man. I can talk shit about Kevin Hart all day. I'm never gonna meet the guy.
Baker Mayfield, man. If he win the championship before we get one, man,
it's not gonna happen.
I'm gonna know something.
Not gonna happen. I'll tell you what. Baker Mayfield is one of these guys who lets shit get to him. When Baker Mayfield was, people have revisionist history when it comes to Baker Mayfield. This is a hot button because I'm a Browns fan. I got a lot of these guys. We call them Baker Bros.
Man, we all sign up for the misery every year.
We call these guys Baker Bros, Clint. They're still out there. It's usually white dudes between the ages of like 30 and 50 who like are kind of insecure and they think that like, the 90s was good or whatever. But like Baker was here. He's a great quarterback, a good quarterback when he was here. But when push came to shove, everything got to him. You get to the guy. If I like tickle your foot, I don't tickle my foot, and I tickle your foot again, and I kept doing it, and you just kind of let it go. That's how Baker was. You get on social media and argue with people constantly. Don't need it. Rule number 1. I know you guys seen the rules. I'll drop them some of the rule number 1. Don't feel the trolls. Do not care what people think about you. Don't pay your paycheck. Whatever. You're making Mayfield. You're making $20 million a year. Why the fuck you care about social media? And people conveniently forget, Clint, about 2021 when he was hurt. And he was thinking he was going to do it, and he didn't do it. And they conveniently forget about 2022 and 2023 when he played for the Panthers and the Rams, and he didn't do nothing. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers basically like, hey, do us something. And he did something okay, but has he won a playoff game? Has he got nothing? So,
You think we got cheated that 1 year against Kansas City, though?
Oh, yeah, it was a hell with the helmet. But, I mean, what can you do? I know.
Now, you talk about shutting the city down. If the Browns ever win the Super Bowl, that parade going to be I damn sure.
I might quit my job if the Browns win the Super Bowl. Not going to lie. Well, it's like this. Dude, it's like, I mean, there was so much of a burden lifted in 2016 when we won the title. But it had that LeBron tint over it. It did.
Yeah.
It wasn't Cleveland's championship. That was LeBron's championship. It was all LeBron. And this year, with this Cavalier team, we can win that. That might feel more satisfying than all of it. It really might.
Yeah. I really thought we could have had at least 2 or 3 out that bitch, but I'm glad with the one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we could have won in 2015 or 2014-15 with Delly. Remember that? They were talking Delly was going to win the fucking title, or be the MVP of that shit.
Dellavedova?
Yeah.
Hell no. Ellie was ass.
But
Motherfucker scored 14 points and pass out.
Go back and watch game 2 of the 2014-15 series. Fuck, Delly was. Did he get in there? Oh God, he was badass. Overall, yeah, he was nothing. Whatever. He was just popular because he's from Australia and he's a short white dude. But yeah, but
the great white hope. But in the grand scheme of things, he was booty hole.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you can go out there as an NBA player, you just. And this is myth.
Oh yeah, I mean, you still gotta be nice here.
Yeah, nobody watching my show is gonna get NBA advice. But if you go out there and you can be whatever, you just go out there and disrupt and play that, Delhi, Bill Embiid, whatever role that Kendrick Perkins plays. The enforcer just go in there.
Motherfucking Dellavedova scored 14 points and had to get an IV at the Cleveland Clinic. Talking about he was dehydrated.
The Cleveland Clinic. I fucking hate the Cleveland Clinic.
Hey, bro, you go to the Cleveland Clinic, you about to tell your family, man, it's been one. You ain't coming out that big. No. The clinic, it's certain clinics.
They do good stuff. I mean, I don't know at the end of the day. I mean, because both my parents passed out of the CB Cancer Center over there. That's why all those drives back to every time I go to get off 105th and take a left on Euclid, it's like, fuck, I don't want to go out on the street. You go here and see my parents die. But it's like, hey, the clinic, I don't know. That's just the clinic's not alone. I mean, all the healthcare system's bullshit. It's I mean, if you go out there and you're healthy, you could figure it out.
For sure. You got money. Money talk bullshit on the marriage.
That's why I'm saying, man, all these people are like, how do they make it on YouTube? It's like, well, you gotta be famous. I'm famous. No, you're not. If you can walk in the mall and fucking nobody stops you, you're not famous. Yeah, if you walk the mall, you can stop for 8 autographs. Okay, you're probably making $1 million. It's basic common sense. And all these guys on YouTube, they think they're. I mean, it goes back to the comedy subjective. Anybody thinks you're funny. Go out there, fucking. How much money are you making right now this week in comedy? If the answer is 0 or less than 0, yeah, exactly. As I'm saying, we're all in this together. We're at the same fucking level. I'm no better than Clint. Clint's no better than anybody in the chat. We're all fucking in that. I mean, not that you guys are comics in the chat, but everybody's whatever. I mean, even at the top level, the highest guy in this area is only gonna make $500 a fucking show. Bill makes $500 a show. Is that good money? Sure, it's good money for talking for a half hour, but like. In a day, I mean, that's not gonna pay the bills. I can make that 2 days of work, yeah. And it's the hustle, man. People don't appreciate the hustle. They want everything given to them. They do, and it's not gonna get any better. I mean, people are gonna be like, "Oh, this guy did it." Matt Rife did it. People forget Matt Rife was fucking doing shit from 2009 on. Just spent time on show like Wildin' Out. Remember that show, Wildin' Out?
Like you could. If you got a hit song, you a rapper, pop, entertainer, whatever, you can have one hit song and make $100,000 off that hit song probably about the next 3 months. As a comic, you can't have one hit joke and go toward the city to city. Everybody want to hear that one joke. So
nope.
You gotta constantly be thinking this shit.
Well, you also can't be like, thank you, Freeburn. It's free. I can't be like, okay, everybody. Guy walks into a bar, and I'm just like this, and the rest of the audience finishes this joke. It just doesn't work like that. There's nothing there. Every word that I say has to be funnier than the previous word, and I can still make people laugh. And in my head, justify it why I'm here doing this, entertaining people. That's a rough gig. That's why, at the end of the day, the most sarcastic comics, the comics who could just, you got to. It's hard because, like in the social media era, you got to be braggadocious. You got to put your shit out there, but you got to be humble, because fucking some dumbass like, oh, you're not funny, whatever. So it's like, you gotta be, it's that balancing act. That's why I give a lot of shit out on Facebook for free. I do. Sure. I'm at 4, 5, 6 posted. If I don't post by 10 o'clock, I got 3 messages like, hey, you okay today, buddy? Because they're used to it, And I just have fun in comments. I just joke in comments, have fun with it, and get up there and talk, And in the like what goes back to what Dave said at the show, man. So I just have fun. If you're not having fun doing this or any job, go out there and have fun. Find something you like. And if whatever you like doesn't pay, here's a hot take. Go out and find something else that you have fun with that might pay. Don't beat to death something that's not going to pay. I see people working themselves to the bone. Oh, I'm going to sew this giant brontosaurus or whatever. No. Look at reality. Acknowledge the reality and fucking adjust accordingly. I've been around a long time, dude. I've seen a lot of people try this, try that. I'm going to do this musician thing. I know they're going to fail. I'm going to go to college. Motherfucker, you were cutting school every day. Why are you wasting time going to college? I know it's going to happen. And it happens.
Yeah, real talk, bro.
Fucking hell, man. Well, he had chicklets for Wild and Out. Rich is going to come on the show. When Rich comes on, you can come over too. If you're out there, you want to do the show, listen, if you want to cleanse friends or anybody, watch this replay. Come over, man. Any Friday I do this. In person, I love and this is how it happens. Man. This is where the magic happens.
Who you say had teeth like chiclets?
Rich, drop the name of this guy you're talking about. Yeah,
that's fucked.
I remember that one Indian broad that had that big ass on there. I remember her.
On Wild and Out, that's some bad bitches on Wild and Out. The old Wild and Out was funny as hell.
Nick, I don't like Nick Cannon at all.
You don't fuck with Nick?
No, I mean his comedy is good. His lifestyle, no. You got to take care of all your kids. No way. You should have every one of your kids. You should have well, for one, you should be out here fucking impregnating this many people. No, it's not the way the world works. Society is set up in a way. So if you're going to impregnate people, you should be, taking care of their mother. And none of this child support, like taking care of the mother, like you're there for whatever. Like even if this marriage ended, I'm still going to make sure that the mother of my fucking children is going to be taken care of, and not be destitute in a fucking Datsun in the side of the freeway. You know what I mean?
I think all his babies taken care of.
Are they? Okay. Yeah, well, that's corporate America feeding in this fucking bullshit. I don't really like that.
He got the money.
But it's like, it's like this, man. Like, say, kid number 6. Say he has 12 kids. Say kid number 6. Hey, Dad, I want to go to my game. He's never going to be his fucking game. Never going to be his game. He's going to be in Hollywood doing this, doing that. Yeah. That's not a way for a kid to grow. Let's have these kids in America now. Yeah, absentee, whatever. People act like fucking all these mothers are all stoic. Motherfucker, if I had $1,000 a month, fucking free house, I could probably big shit happen too. Hot take. Right? Like fucking don't have people. Well, I mean, I'm not. Nobody listens. That's ethically. Nobody fucking listens. But it's like, if you're out there, don't be having sex with people, or put birth control in the equation. But don't be having sex with people you don't want to have kids with. If you're not using birth control. Bottom line, how the fuck am I gonna have? Oh, he's talking about Rife.
Matt Rife bring the bitches out though.
That's a very good lesson in comedy, my friend. You have to be likable. One, you have to be a fucking sexy bitch too. We're both good looking guys right here. Sexy bitches in this room. You got all these comics, and you know what I'm talking about. You get a lot of these fucking comics out here. Roll out of bed. You got a t-shirt that says I'm a fat fuck in sweatpants, fucking 300 pounds in a neck beard. No. Nobody's gonna laugh at you. They're laughing at you and not laughing with you.
The gimmick.
Right. Oh yeah, I got autism. I'm gonna go up here and jerk off on stage and give you a Nazi salute for an hour. Nobody wants to see that. All right. It's a goddamn honor. It's a privilege to be on that stage. You're on that stage, fucking representing that city, that fucking club, you, all your friends. Go out there and say some bullshit. The decorum stuff, Clint's what pisses me off the most. These guys just have no decorum, some of them. They go out there with this bullshit. I ain't got time for it, dude. No way. It's a privilege of being an entertainer, dude. A lot of people want to do this. It goes back to,
It's easy to critique from a crowd, man, but a lot of people don't get on that stage. They can say what they want to say, but I respect anybody, man, that has hopped on that stage, whether it went the way you wanted it to or not. But that shit ain't easy, especially when it's your shit. You write shit that you thought of in your mind, and you try to formulate it to people. You know what I mean?
100%.
Most people ain't gonna deal with that embarrassment of some shit not going their way, or they think they best joke about to come out the way they saw it and it didn't. And you gotta try to get the crowd back. Man, this shit ain't easy, man.
No, and dude, part of being a comic is you're gonna bomb. And it's not even because you had a bad day. You could have the best day of your career. But dude, we're in Cleveland, Northeast Ohio. Since 1964, we've had one goddamn championship. That's for 71 years or some shit of suffering with one little blip of awesomeness. Ever since then, what do we get? We got what Mike Polk said, our best export is crippling depression. People leave. That's what they do in Cleveland. And you're out there, you're trying to make these guys laugh. Cleveland is one of the hardest audiences. Talk to Mayo. Talk to anybody who's done Columbus. Just as simple as going 2.5 hours south on 71. Go do a show in Columbus, see how fucking much they laugh and how much they enjoy life, and come back to Cleveland and see how depressed everybody is. Fuck, you make it in Cleveland, you might as well just fucking start printing money if you know what you're doing. Fucking hell. This is one of the worst. Because it's just the area, dude. I mean, walk down Denison, walk down Lorraine, go out and fucking, any street. Go walk down Superior, Walk down St. Clair. Go around downtown. See how many people are, yeah, we're having a good time. There's nobody. There's no street performers in Cleveland. It's because it's cold or it's raining or the Browns just lost or whatever.
Yeah, it's rough. It ain't lying. It's rough here. You can if you can make a Cleveland crowd laugh, you own the song.
You need to kill that shit.
They ain't gonna give you nothing.
Rich was talking about after he got veneers. Okay, I'm never doing the fake teeth thing. I got my Michael straight hands. It's whatever. I'm funny. I got that good smile. I got the $1 million voice, $2 million smile. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna make you laugh. You know, am I gonna get teeth work done? I mean, I'll get my teeth clean. Am I gonna get veneers? Hell no. I like these natural teeth. Natural teeth are where it's at. I'm not gonna knock veneers. I know there's diseases out there. You know, 15% of people you suffer from something where you got to get fake teeth or dentures and shit. You know, shit happens. Yeah. Not everything's as good as my teeth. I looked out in a lot of places. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I went to the dentist every 2 years, but like I like my original teeth. I'm gonna keep them bitches. That's a weird sidetrack.
How long does the show go for?
Oh, we just do it for as long as you want. If you got stuff going on, man, that's cool. I can end it.
Hey man, I want to say, man, thanks for having me, bro. Shout out to all the people with STDs out there.
Oh, well, we got two questions we got to ask because we asked one of every guest. Even all the subs got 100 guests. Yes, that, and then we'll get the info out the way, like how people get hold of you and shit like that. All right, so Beatles. And this is a very white question. I'm sorry, you know, that's what it is. I can change this to the OJs and the fucking, no. But Beatles or Queen? Who'd you pick out of those two bands?
I gotta go with Beatles.
Okay, so he's got the Beatles. All right, and how do people get a hold of you and where plug your next couple shows?
If you want to get a hold of me, my handle on Instagram is Clint James Baby. Preferably said like Clint James Baby. You know, Clint James Baby on Instagram. I got skits up there, a couple clips from my stand up. And also on YouTube, some clips from the stand-up me and Joey just did at the comedy workshop graduation.
Ooh, definitely let me look up your YouTube stuff because we could definitely get some subs in there. What's your channel name?
Clint James and ENT.
Yeah, let's see here. I'm probably not gonna sub my damn self. All right, Clinton James. Damn, nice views on there. All right, I'm gonna sub my damn self. All right, so listen, guys, if you want to, all you YouTube people. Everybody in the chat who's a YouTuber, you want to give him some love on the YouTube side, do that. That's his YouTube channel, and we can get his IG up there if you want to as well. Actually, yeah, let me do that real quick. It'd be kind of a dick move.
Exactly. My next show, I believe I'll be at the Palmer Pit Stop February 27th.
Good wings up there.
Nancy, yeah, they definitely got some good wings up there.
All right, let's see here.
Shout out Nancy.
And Nancy Abraham, good person. Clinton James. Music? No, not music.
The third one.
Third one right here? Yeah. Clinton James, baby. Okay. So here is the IG. If you want to give him some love on IG, do that as well. For every sub that he gets, I might do a gummy. I don't know. If somebody wants a super chat, for you with the captains, I could do a gummy. He's not going to do a gummy, but I could do one. But we'd like to thank Mr. Clinton for coming out, sir. Don't forget, Monday, guys. Monday at, I want to say 3. Just look at that channel thing. Malcolm Reed, How to Barbecue Race is going to be on. And next Friday, we'll probably have, there's a British guy I haven't announced yet. He's going to come on. But Rich is in the chat. He's going to come over. I was just chatting with him, so he's going to come over. And anybody else who want to be on the show, you know where it's at. You're more than welcome to come out when Rich comes over. And we'll see you guys later. This is North Olmsted. Parma is like, Parma's actually a little bit away. It's like 10 minutes that way. 10 minutes off 40. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. See you captains later about 7-ish. All right, peace. Good stuff, brother.